Alright, I'm about to knock this video out because there's a nasty thunderstorm coming. And it's kind of getting a little bit darker and darker, so it's about to come through. And last for about 2 hours or something like that. But they claim it's pretty gonna be bad. Like actual tornadoes forming, some hail. I don't know about that. It's just potential, but I do know it is gonna come down. So let's knock this video out. I'm still having grapes about Pokemon. That's crazy, right? But like 4 sets, they've intentionally screwed up on. Here is supposed to be big with distant rivals, and I can't find them. And the closest thing is only a Walmart, sold out. Them good old boys got to it ahead of time, and Target at Best Buy is way on the other side. I have to say, with GameStop and Best Buy only doing sales inside at their stores instead of online, it's a huge blow. But at the same time, like I stated, I do believe people know what's going on and they don't care. They're getting record sales and they don't care if even retail places are price gouging. Amazon, GameStop, there's like, hey, the scalpers are getting scotch free. Let's do it too. Amazon just had distant rivals like an hour ago. $72. Crazy, right? GameStop, like everything is just crazy. So you see some people with some lesser cities or whatever, they're fully stocked. Kudos to them, but in areas like this, sold out. You ain't finding it. And I actually depend online for Pokemon stuff, but like gone. So I imagine black and white set that's coming up is also going to be the same issue because we're in 3 sets, but it's about to be 4. Same issues, and they're not. Poke people ain't doing nothing. So like I said, I'm done so with Pokemon right now. Just like I did with Disney Lorcana. After the first 2 sets, it was crap. I just stopped. I find out the third or fourth they did something by not adding booklets. Like what? Yeah, like I used to look forward to these Pokemon cards because uh, try and make that pull or nice hit that kind of did good for my PTSD. But now I'm having more PTSD than regular PTSD by trying to battle bots. Scalpers is crazy. It wasn't this bad, when the pandemic happened, but I'm just done trying to like break myself and try and find these things. And I'm not paying double, triple, quadruple the price amount. I'm not like these crazy people. And the thing is, it's not gonna stop until people stop buying. Even these price gouging Amazon and GameStop, guess what? They're selling out. So they're not going to stop anytime soon. So that's why I say black and white set is going to have the same issue. Sad. Because by the time things get correct, we're going to be on these sets that suck and ain't nice or nothing, compared to the others. They need to, like I said, if I can't get the past 4 sets right here, including Journey's End, because I can't get no Journey in. Booster boxes for $267. Kill yourself. I'm sorry, but I know. Crazy. Even the Destined booster box is $267. No. Other than that, I've turned in my information, my documents needed for the SSDI. I put in for it already. And they stated it can take 200 to 300 days until I get an answer. That is if the first place don't X me out within the 25-30 days first. Because 25-30 days, if they agree, they'll send it to a local SSDI place, after the review. And they will have another person review it for the further term, So, but it's a 200 to 300 days is wild. When I got my final claims with the VA, it wasn't even that long. So those are the two biggest things that's going on with me. Other than that, I'm trying to see what Father's Day looked like because I need to upgrade my TV because the last one I had, it had the pixel deaths, but it wasn't the little small pixel. It's the pixel that turned to the line and then more lines and then finally it just took over. It just don't look good. So I had to pull out one of the older TVs I had, and it's not nice. It's not upgraded for VRR. So I've been waiting to see if we can get a better deal than what they have right now. I know what TV I want. I'm just waiting to see if Father's Day will make it at a good deal. I plan on putting it on a 6-month plan. Because I really don't want to fork out something like one big gulp. So we're going to put on a 6-month plan. Other than that, I really have nothing else really. I've took some time off from gaming, so I've just been trying to get myself situated with trying to knock out the 2 big things I want to do this year. And we've already knocked one of those out. I was supposed to do that last year because I only had 3 goals. We did 1 only. That's crazy, right? Like, it happens when you got PTSD and depression hitting at the same time, but I'm going to knock these other 2. We did 1 already. That was the SSDI. And the other one's getting myself situated with the VA, what's going on. I don't even think I have a primary right now. Like, they didn't notify me that my primary maybe got fired, because DEI is cracking down. I think a lot of these Indian, like all these other type of different culture hires. Well, not just hires, but like they actually got hired for a reason, but they really were cracking down on different type of races and all that, which is crazy to me. And they say the VA is no exception, and they're going to start firing people, which makes no sense because we're already understaffed. And so the people from Iraq and all that got toppled down on those who are already with less primaries and doctors, So I've got a good primary, but I'm afraid they might have fired her, because she's Indian. Which makes no sense because every time I got approved with my VA claims was by somebody from India or near that area. Well, all the U.S. doctors even attempt to properly treat me or diagnose me or do the functionality test properly or whatever. So I gotta see how that's going because right now I got dentures still. I'm supposed to have implants. It's been like about 4 or 5 years now, and I keep getting BS'd. I've had 5 dentists, and all of them have lied dead to my face. So we may have to seek legal assistance. I don't really want to sue or go through that whole process because that's a little bit too overwhelming for me. But 5 years, and I'll keep getting like swept under. The last one was a female dentist. I thought she was going to really knock it out for me. Like females love to be competitive with the male doctors. Like they have something to prove. And this one is the first out of the 5 to just cancel my appointment off bat. They say the processing board didn't approve. Like, what you mean processing board with MCG, like the Medical College of Georgia? What you talking about? I'm already approved by the approval board with the VA. So last I definitely got swept under. They said somebody would be calling me. It's been over a year and a half. I ain't heard nothing. And like I said, when you got so much neglect and stuff happening, you just fall apart. You don't seek follow up because they're supposed to follow you. They're supposed to do for you. And I'm tired of people who's getting these little contractors who's just there for a short amount of time doing things by the book or whatever scripts they have, and they don't understand what we go through. They're not veterans. They don't know what we've been through. They haven't been through it. It is what it is. But anywho, I've rambled much. Let's see what we got today. A horror pack. Came late, I know. But I wrote them. I never got a reply, but I was close to writing the actual website instead of Facebook this time. But I already knew it's going to be a little bit late. We finally got it. Let's see how it fares. Alright, we got 1 bedroom. Now, hold with me because some of these covers are kind of a little darkish. They kind of seem like bootleg covers to me, but they're not bootleg. It's just not good enough covers, artworks or whatever, Hopefully the lighting is doing some justice. We got 1 bedroom or 1 BR. And I don't know nothing about this right here. I've never heard of it. But I take it as like what I've read on some of these are like slashers, you know. I think we got slasher movies and one that's more of like a beast type, werewolf type, or bigger dog type movie. My bread and butter is supernatural, ghosts, and hauntings. Those are my bread and butter. But I don't mind the other. If it's scary movies, it's still good to me. But one bedroom, blind watches are always great. So let's see what else we got. We have Faceless After Dark. And another slasher movie, and you can see in the background, I take it's a kind of a clown who, or maybe a mascot of a clown, but it's one of those type of slashers, you know. Think Scream type with a clown. This is also a first time watch. I know nothing of it, so that's always fantastic. Yeah, it's a mask. We see it in the back right there. So definitely another fantastic slasher to look forward to. The third one, I didn't even know there was this. Well, maybe I knew when it first came out and forgot about it, but we got a sequel here. The first movie was pretty good, so hopefully the second is as well. We got The Pact 2. Now, these covers are kind of getting a little bit tiresome. A face in the wall and a floating type body. I think maybe it's falling. I don't know. You would think this is kind of like a supernatural type movie. Let's see here. Something terrorizing. A killer among. So, this mostly, I think it's a slasher, you know. It doesn't say anything of yeah, so a copycat of the Judas Killer. So I don't think it's something supernatural, but I could be wrong because you never know about IFC titles. And to get an IFC title, it's fantastic to me. IFC usually have lovely type, anywhere from good to great. And I haven't really bought IFC titles like that. I've held off, and it's been paying off because Horror Pack been including them, you know. In fact, I haven't been on any type of buys because, like I said, I'm not paying $30, $40 for movies, especially when Blu-rays used to be the new price of under $20. 4Ks, $25 when it first dropped, sometimes $28, and now $40 to $50. No, so to get these things, awesome to me, you know. And then our Horror Pack exclusive, The Beast of Walton Street. This is the beast type movie I'm talking about. Maybe a werewolf type or a big dog, wolf. Cover looks pretty good. And you always know them horror packs are usually, majority of the time, 98, 99% are first time watches. And you never really heard nothing much. Alright. And like I said, sometimes it comes in a nice protection cover. Sometimes it don't. But I'm okay with that. So what I think is it's fantastic to have 4 blind watches and all that. It does seem like compared to the other horror packs, this is the lesser. But don't think that it's under par, because it's not. I said this last month as well. They may be lower, but they still good to great itself. If you're a brand new collector, these are awesome for you. These are highly right here, but I'm thinking we're going to start getting these steel books, slip covers, anything otherwise, you know what I'm saying, coming up soon, because it's getting close to fall time, you know. Yes, it is summer, but the way time is just flying through this year, you know, so I look forward to seeing what they have. Like I said, maybe another 4K movie, something, you know, big coming about soon, because we've had quite a few of these commons. I just feel it, you know, something lovely coming about. But anywho's, you know, I know that y'all look forward to these here like I do, because it does brighten my day. Did come a little bit close, but at the same time, we didn't get it next month. So this month kind of got saved for me here. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave some likes, some comments. Definitely hit that bell to subscribe, and always enjoy.